Okay, starting on the background, I know that I'm going to put the lightest color up here, so I'll start in this area with my beige kind of tan-ish color. And I can come in with the wet paint and refine that little eyelash. See how that edge is soft right there? I want that to be a harder edge, so it's not hard to come in again from the light area, bring it in, and sharpen that edge. Just takes a few goes at it with clean paint, coming in, getting rid of that color, noting that when I do touch it, it's going to pull that paint onto my brush, so I have to go back and get some more clean paint. That paint was a little thick there, so that's why it was picking up so easily and not softening or not becoming a sharp edge really quickly. You just keep coming at it. Okay, so I like the way that's working right there. Oops, too much paint on the brush. Now I'll go around the ear, and I noticed his ear has gotten a little bit big, so let's narrow it down a little bit. It's a bit off in this shape here. It does require going back and forth a lot because you need to keep that brush clean as you go. Can always make it bigger if I get it too small. If I wanted to, also, it wouldn't be a bad idea to actually wipe that paint off where I'd felt it had gotten a little bit too big. And since I still have my rust-colored paint here, I can do that. That's a really hard edge, a little too hard for my taste, just because the rest of the ear is a little bit softer. So let's blend that out a bit. See how it picks up the color and goes around the edge of his body, and that helps to set the image into the background. If I'd painted the background first, you can see that it could have easily looked cut out and pasted on. So at this point, I'm going to decide how much of my background I want to be really light and how much I want it to be darker. So I think I'll bring the light down a little bit more here, just to delineate his face more. And then I'll gradually darken my color just a little bit. I'm going just around the edge, and I'll complete the background once I get my edge worked out. Just needed a sip of water. Not 100% pleased with the look of that ear. The shape still isn't quite what I want. There, that's better. Okay. Back to that slightly darker color. And I'm not worrying too much about picking up some of the paint around here because I want the edges to soften. Just so that I don't have a really sharp edge where the tail is. See, it's just a slightly darker color. And that will also work in areas like this, even though here is lighter. It's that illusion when you're looking in between spaces. Needs to be a bit darker. So when I get down here, it's going to have to be darker. Area is giving me grief. I can easily, with the wet paint there, put a few indications of hair. Again in there. I might even just go just a shade darker again. I want that to really read correctly back in there. It will pick up some of the paint from the tail here and from the legs. Always easy to go back in if you want. if you've got something that you just don't like the way it's looking. I'm letting the grass kind of follow my paintbrush up a bit just so it's a rougher edge. Go back up here to the lighter color again. Coming gradually darker as I go down.